pizza. Pizza, pizza.
Yeah, it's not fast enough. Not as bad as it was. It's definitely not great, though. I wonder if there's a hardline in here, actually. That might help. There's a port, but no cord.
Oh, the worst.
Yeah, it's not as bad as it was. It's not great, but it's not as bad. Can you guys hear Star Wars in the background?
Yeah. Pretty cool.
It just happened to be on TV. I'm like, yep, I can leave that on while I'm doing things. That'll be just fine.
All good.
How do I make that go away? I do it by doing that. Okay, cool.
Has anybody heard from Todd?
No, I guess I could shoot him a message. Remind him. Alright, well, I have it recording on Zoom, so at least we'll have video and audio from Zoom, if nothing else.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, I mean, the Twitch is just, it's going to be what it's going to be, unfortunately. Not a whole lot I can do there. Hey, what's up? Hello? I'm good. Getting ready to do D&D. All good.
Bless you.
No, that's fine. I had to get my way to grab some food out of the microwave and eat something before we go in here. Oh, that's not warm at all. That's warm now. I am. Leftover hot and sour soup. Because I had to place a big order in order to get food delivered, so. So, yep, that's what I'm doing. Leftover corned beef. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Yeah. How was it? Oh, you cut the grass? Oh, thank you, babe. Holy cow. Look at you. Yeah. Yeah. They saw me leaving. Funny. Well, good job, honey. Alright, well, I gotta get going so I can do my D&D thing, so. Alright. Alright, have fun. Love you. Bye. Alright, back. Why am I getting static? If I go like this.
Hey, Kip and Tebby.
Hey,
I'm still eating, so I'm still gonna be muted for a while.
it's all good.
What?
Hello?
Can you hear
Can anyone hear me? I can't hear you.
me? Yes.
Yeah, that static was really loud, so I took mine off for a second.
Yeah, it was super staticky.
There we
Or
go.
you were dinking around.
Maybe that's better. Seems a little better. Nope. The hell? What's going on here? Ah, there we go. That's better. Kind of. So right now we don't have any out there in the world. There we go. And there. Okay. How do I sound to you guys? About the same as always?
Loud.
Loud?
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, it is actually a little loud. Maybe check, check, check. 1, 2, 3, check. I think it's okay.
Why is he yelling?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Alright, where's Todd at? The hell.
Todd! Oh, Todd!
It's your turn to watch him. So
Yeah, it wasn't my turn. I know that. Do-do-do, do-do. So do you feel older there, Josh? Is that a no?
I don't think so.
Oh, you just have a birthday?
Yeah,
That's right. I did see something about that. Now I think about it.
turned 39.
Woo!
Damn, babies.
Yeah, 30
That's
didn't hit me
not
at
what I
all.
was thinking.
You're basically dead. It's fine.
I turned 31, and I was like, holy shit! I turned 30 last year.
Slight lag in the reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just figure when every birthday from here on out, I'm just gonna start crying.
Well, there's something to look forward to, you know.
Yeah,
I mean, it's your birthday. You can cry if you want to.
that's
Yeah.
right. I've heard multiple times actually.
Oh, cool. Todd's coming.
Sweet. No, I'm only 35. I got time. I think. Possibly.
All right, so let's see what I don't have in front of me yet that I need. Got my pad of paper. Got my phone. Got all the D&D books.
You're trying to get in front of you what you need, and I'm trying to get out of the way whatever I don't need. Why is all this shit here?
All right, cool. Good to go there.
I'm gonna turn my volume
I
down.
need a pencil or a pen. Hey, that'll work. Hotel pen to the rescue. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, tonight might be a little light in the imagery and stuff, guys, unfortunately. As far as actual images on the screen. I had barely any time to gather stuff together, just enough to actually expand some plot
That's
points
fine.
and stuff.
I don't know if you could see her. Watch this.
But we'll see. We'll work through it, like we always do.
It's a theater of the mind.
Sure will be this week. Oh, well, not entirely. I do have some stuff set up.
Can you see it at all?
Yeah.
I think I got the tomb. Got that ready to go. Cool. Yeah.
Oh my
that's
gosh,
gonna go
dog.
easy.
Stop!
I
Grrr.
think- There's that. Okay, cool.
Don't make me yell in front of my friend. I'll do it.
Yeah, that's right. I actually labeled these so they made sense. Ha, now I remember. I think.
That makes one of us.
Yep. Cool. Okay. Good. Let me grab some dice. For anyone out there in Twitch land, I apologize for the poor feed that you were probably receiving tonight. I would say I hope that it gets better as time goes on, but I'm at a hotel room this evening, and so it's going to be what it's going to be. Thankfully, it looks like our actual recording on Zoom is going to be okay. So that's good at least. So we'll have at least one good recording of it. Although right now I'm showing that we're dropping 30% of our frames on Twitch. So it's probably about unwatchable, I would imagine, if I had to guess. Not much I can do about it, unfortunately. They do have a hardwire plug here in the room. unfortunately, there's no Cat 5 or 6 or 7 cable to go with it, so it doesn't do me a whole lot of good. And it turns out I don't travel with those anymore because, who needs it?
You do?
Yeah, apparently. The one time, right?
No, ma'am.
Alright, so as soon as we get Todd here, we can get going. He told me he was logging in, so he should be here in a moment.
Oh, Toby.
There we go. How's everybody doing? Oh my gosh, Kip got himself some new headphones and a new microphone and everything.
I got them last time.
Did you?
I did.
I don't remember
Do
the
you have a
glow. I don't remember
mouse?
the glowing piece last time.
No, I don't have no mouse. I had no stinking mouse. We'd have a mouse back in the day. We had a keyboard and we liked it. I was thinking about when you were talking about the maps, I was like flashing back on blue graph paper and trying to like listen to directions and figure out how many feet is that again?
Right?
And like everybody's sketching the map.
That's one thing I need to look up. That's
I'm gonna
right.
take that was before my D&D time.
Let's see. It's got in the player's
It
handbook.
was back in the day. Back in the 1979.
Hey, there's Todd.
What's
going on, dude?
My time.
Because I am old as dirt.
He said Zoom is being something.
Pain in my ass.
Oh yeah? How
Oh,
come?
is that what he said?
We hear you. We don't see you,
We
but
see
we
you.
hear you.
Stupid computer.
It's the
Alright.
word.
Now.
Can you guys see me okay now?
Yeah, I can see you. You got a hat on.
I
You're a
got
you're a little dark.
A little shadowy, but I can see you.
Wow. There he is. Oh, I see him.
I have all the lights on in the hotel room. It still feels like dark in here.
I just have one really bright one in my face. Like, just don't look that way.
Yeah.
Surprise.
Whoops. Like, why
Whoa.
isn't Zoom loading?
Things are happening.
Earthquake!
Tornado!
I was gonna say Todd's playing from a hurricane.
Thunderwave!
Right, okay. My levels, motherfucker. Okay.
That's a new song.
So hey Todd, is charging a thing that normal creatures can do? I guess basically shoving is the equivalent of it, right?
Yeah, some creatures have the ability to just charge, and it's like a
Right.
special attack.
But
Everybody
in general,
can.
it's shoving, right?
Yeah, but basically, a shove is basically not even an attack roll. It's a grab. It's a skill check. It's athletics versus dex, or the attacker makes an athletics roll. The defender can either use athletics or acrobatics.
Acrobatics, yeah.
Yeah, best
Which-
dice roll.
Seems wrong to me, but sure, whatever.
Well, you're the DM. You can
There's
always.
totally like that. That rule's always bothered me, probably because I did jujitsu at one point, and like I've had guys that weigh $115 and are half my size take me down just because their dexterity and everything else, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
I get that.
you know. All right, guys. So welcome to another episode of Debauchery and Dragons. If there's anyone out there in Twitch land watching this evening, I will apologize right now because I'm at a hotel room and my signal's not very good. And even if I try and stream it through my cell phone, my signal still isn't very good. So it's going to be what it's going to be in Twitch land this evening. Not a whole lot I can do about it, unfortunately. And right now we're showing we're dropping 30% of our frames, so it's probably unwatchable, is my guess. And you've probably heard about half what I just said. So, it's all good.
But that's okay. We adapt and overcome.
Yes. How's everyone doing this evening?
Okay.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Enthusiastic.
I'm okay.
Tabby has something in her hand. She has a laser pointer in her hand, and she's tormenting a cat.
Laser pointer in one hand and a bottle of wine in the other. She's like, let's get it
It's
on.
not a bottle of wine. It's craft beer.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I was
Craft beer, bro.
stand corrected.
All right,
hold
so
on. I'm logged in as the DM. Let me get on. Hold on. Rejoin player. Now I can no longer see all of John's notes. Good. Okay.
Nice.
I hate that. You notice that? I don't know if you caught that because I DM'd that one game. It automatically always logs me in as the DM. Even if yeah, it doesn't remember that I log out as a player and come back in. I don't. It's pandemonium and chaos. But
all right, so join us this evening. As always, we have Josh Schwartz playing Heart Stonebottom.
Yeah, that's right.
Kip Corveu playing Atrax.
Where's the forge?
Tabitha Ray Miller playing Calica.
What the fuck's a forge?
And Todd White playing Sally Silvertoes.
give me all your gold. Give me all your gold. Okay, sorry, that probably just killed the audio level.
I have no idea what that did to the audio level.
The last 3 people dropped off of Twitch.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of audio levels, let's drag these down just a little bit here.
Good time.
There we go. Yeah, that was getting a little bit too high, I think.
It was,
and not because of your thing just then, just like in general, looking at both of them, they're a little higher than we want them to be. But I think we're okay now.
Shake my moneymaker.
Okay, so when we last left, or actually, who wants to do a summary? Volunteer.
I
roll for initiative.
What do we do? I have to look at my notes.
Hey, what happened?
What the? There's a lot more stuff on my.
Uh-oh. High number could be bad.
Yeah, I mean, that means you get to go first, doesn't it?
It probably.
Kicked me out. Try this again. Hatching dragons. What the hell?
Yeah, I like that Roll20 adopted the thing from old SimCity. Or actually, I don't know if it was SimCity or The Sims that had it first, like the lane llamas and all the
I rolled a 1.
odd statements. All right, Todd, bring us up to speed with what's currently going on with you guys.
We ran into the temple that was burning and in flames into the basement level to try and rescue the children. Gotta go to my notes. And prior to that, we had passed a paladin that ran past us and told us to go inside, which raised a couple of alarms in my little halfling brain. But we ran in, and though we were severely outclassed through strategery, spells, and just all-around awesomeness, we defeated the elemental through... How did we beat the elemental anyway? I don't think we actually killed him. We didn't
defeat him. We just threw him back in.
There's a scroll that's heart red for so many rounds that rebound the creature. And then as he was reading the scroll, I think there was a couple little minions and whatnot we wailed on. And that reshackled the creature. Once we reshackled the creature, we left with some of the children that we had rescued and went back outside, and we were speaking with the paladin, whose name was Deanna Strongheart.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Sounds right.
Okay, and Deanna, she was acting all weird, and our bat sense went off. And through a couple of direct questions, she basically leapt to the attack with her little minions, the other guards. But the guards didn't fight us, and we slew her. And through the process of that battle and exploring the final upper level of the temple that we were in, we discovered that a mind flayer had traded places with another creature, and somehow in the midst of the trade, it was a mind flayer and a paladin traded brains.
Yep.
So the mind flayer brain was in the paladin, and was having a hard time keeping their sense of sanity, but the mind flayer's body had died because the paladin had slashed out and killed at the same time. So that was so then after we got all that settled down, the guards left. They said, okay, good job, you number one. We so happy. And we retired to the inn to recuperate, to rest up. I don't think any of us leveled up, but
nope, unfortunately not.
Yeah,
close, but no.
Yeah, we found a mind flayer upstairs. Yeah, there were rot grubs killed one of the guardsmen.
That was gross.
And yeah, that was it.
You didn't even see it.
Yeah, now we're trying to decide what to do. Do we go after the snail glass? Do we explore the mountain range? There's like 3 or 4 different things we can go after, but
Yeah. We also learned that the temple kept memories, or they traded the memories.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Personally, Hart is interested in going back and possibly seeing if they know anything about Master Vatavu, who, as you guys all know, is the guy we're hunting.
That's a great idea. I was going to do something a little less helpful. I simply went there and trade some of my halfling musical repertoire for some dwarven music and just sort of check it out. So whereas Hart is being strategic with his straightforwardness, which I will compliment him that and give him an inspiration point for thinking of that if I'm allowed to, I will.
Are you DMing or not DMing?
Well, there's an optional rule that players can award other players an inspiration point.
Yes. I'm game for that. Give yourself an inspiration point. It's been a while since I've been awarding those, actually. I keep forgetting to.
Yeah. So, but
I was
I'm
gonna
going.
say, I wish I would have known that because I'd award them shits all the time. Like, that was awesome. Give yourself one. I never heard of that shit before.
I don't understand the words coming out of your mouth. Yeah, I'm going to change my name here, so I'm now Sally. But yeah, well, John, seriously, no seriousness. I'm going to exchange some of my musical memories for some dwarven musical.
Okay, so you guys want to head back to the temple? That's your plan?
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah. You guys can totally do that. If you remember, you guys were talking to Fergus. So I'm assuming that you just, when she said, hey, I want you to go do something, you like just got up out of your chairs. And you're like, nope, later.
We're like,
Pretty much. Yeah. We dropped our mic, walked upstairs.
You guys beg off. Okay, cool. Yeah, so you have no problem going back over there. Sally, for what you want, it's relatively easy to gain access to those memories. Like, that's no big deal at all for you to gain.
Cool.
You know, you can go and they'll, basically what you guys find out when you go back. You're talking to the drow that is the head monk there now. He's trapped in a drow body with one foot missing. And he hobbles on over to you as you approach, and he's very gracious towards you, greatly appreciates everything that you have done for him. And the children come running up and they give Calic a couple of big hugs. They're both conscious again. You'll be glad to know the boy has fully recovered. They try not to pull on your tail too much.
His terrible flight down the stairs. He refused to help.
Yes. He didn't break his neck or anything, thankfully. No permanent damage. That's right, I'd forgotten about that.
I did too, actually.
Yeah, and he'll tell you guys, basically what he's willing to do for you is he asks you to donate memories if you don't mind, but he'll give you full access to the memory vault for what you have done for them. They're greatly appreciative of it for all of you. So what do you guys tell him that you are actually looking for?
What's the I don't want to be overreaching, but what's our how much is our favor? Like, do we have access to like one memory, or
no, he'll give you access to pretty much. I mean, if you start going through every single memory and sampling them all 3 times and destroying the vault, he might get a bit pissy with you. That might be the thing that happens. But if you go and you give him, say, hey, we're trying to figure out such and such thing, then he'll go through his little journal log that he has that he keeps, where he categorizes these things, and to the best of his ability, he'll point you in the right direction.
Is this a secret thing? Like, are we doing this in front of each other, or are we requesting our own memories?
You know what, Tabby? To do this, I was talking to the stage before we walked in. You have to be naked when so I will stand here and I'll let you go first, and I'll watch you.
Awkward.
What the fuck just happened?
I'm not making that up. You have to do that. That's just...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but the bad part is, so is Todd.
We're
So
all being serious.
Oh, she's already seen me dangle. It's all good. So we.
Pretty sure we've all seen each other naked.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you remember, you were all naked at one point.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
see.
Novelty has worn off.
It has worn off, has it? It's just his dingleberry. It's all good.
There it is.
No, I was asking because like I didn't know if we're asking for like our personal memories to help us personally, or that ones that will help us.
Well, you guys haven't
On
donated
all
any
the
memories
mission-
to it yet, so there's no personal memories per se for you to get. Right?
No, I'm not saying personal memories from us. I'm saying memories that would benefit our personal quests. Not.
I mean, yeah,
Like-
you could totally go for that. Calico could absolutely see if anything. I mean, you gotta remember, you are on the other. Well, your characters don't know that actually. Yeah, so Calico could totally ask about her lost love or anything like that, and see if there's any information about that there. You know, that's
I just want to see if there's any memories about tabaxi hunters.
about tabaxi hunters.
Mhm.
As in people that hunt tabaxis, or in tabaxis that hunt
Yeah.
things? Which one of these are we asking about?
Things that hunt tabaxi.
Things that hunt tabaxis. He looks at you very quizzically. He's like, let me see. And he flips through for a little bit. Flips through a little more. Flips through a little more. No, I'm afraid that there's nothing in here about... you are, in fact, the first tabaxi I've ever come across. I was not aware that you were a thing out in the world until I met you.
Oh,
Apparently you're a thing.
If you don't know, now you know.
So, unfortunately, no, Calico, you are quite rare in this region, it turns out.
yeah.
All right.
Although that is
Well-
a bit of a clue as to where your characters might be, based on the fact that no one's ever seen a tabaxi here before. You know, granted, tabaxis aren't super common in the world. They're not, elves or gnomes or dwarves or anything. But some parts of the world they'd be common.
Well, that being said, then I think some of the memories I'll donate is just our history.
Okay, yeah, you can totally make free
Ooh,
donations
that's
if you want to.
good.
He'll gladly accept. He'll take you over to the pool there, and he'll say, he gives you like a ceremonial cup, and go forth, my dear, and drink from the pool here.
And she did.
And as you drink, you see a memory kind of like bubble up in the midst of the pool above it. And what does this look like, Calico? What do we see shown in the pool here?
So the first memory would be one of our tabaxi gatherings, talking about when we have our around the fire, talking about our histories. So it will be a memory of our history story. Our
Okay.
history story.
And he
and
will. You hear him chanting softly under his breath and kind of waving his the staff around that you guys return to him, and he pulls out a vial from behind his back that looks just like the other ones that are in the main room where the fire was, and you see the mist collect itself into the vial, and he seals it on top of it, and that's that. You've now donated to the Temple of Duin.
I have donated.
All right, what else you guys got? What you want to do, Hart?
I'd be happy to donate some of my memories, but I am still interested in any information on either Master Vatavu or the mysterious volcano off to the east that erupts and is somewhat associated with.
The
Us
peak,
fleeing?
the eastern peak that you guys
Yeah.
saw the giant lightning bolt at, that the raging
Yes.
storm came out of and overtook you a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. Which one would you like to find out information about first?
Vatavu.
Let me see. We do not appear to have any information from a Master Vatavu himself, but it appears that he is mentioned in one of the memories. Would you be interested in that?
Absolutely.
Alright, so let me make sure that I give you the one where he's, actually... Yes, okay. So, based on that, the monk obviously has some way of, like, when he's collecting these things, maybe he gets glimpses of what's going on in the memory or something like that, so he can catalog them. So he'll actually take you over to one, and it's in the common writing on the front of it, you see that is, Or actually, do you read Dwarvish, or do any of you guys read Dwarvish?
I do.
Okay, so Atrax,
I can read.
as it's handed to him, you see that it says on it, Lord Karnak is written across the vial that's being handed over. If you guys remember who Lord Karnak was, right?
The doppelganger.
The doppelganger,
Or
yeah,
the person the doppelganger was impersonating.
Yeah.
right. Yes,
So
right. You don't know if that was
Lord
actually
Karnak was
him or what, but yes, that was the name that he gave you guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so he'll hand you the vial and he'll say, uncork it and breathe deeply from it. Is what he says. So.
Here, smell this.
Yeah, here's
And I do.
Let's see. How do I want to do this? Do I want to just give this to you, or do I want to? Yeah, I guess
to breathe deeply, or should I like waft?
whatever feels right to heart. However you want to go about it. And so this is the memory that Hart sees as he's wafting this in his face. Actually, I guess I could just send this to you, Josh, and then you'd have it.
Okay.
But then our listeners won't have access to it. I'm just going to go ahead and read it, and Atrax, Calica, and Sally pretend that you don't hear this, and you would have to get information from Hart after the fact. But I would imagine he would relay this information to you anyways. So here's what, as you take the scent in, all of a sudden you're overcome with a strong sensation of memory, and it kind of overpowers everything else around you. Everything else kind of fades to black, and you're just, it's as though you're living the memory yourself. You don't necessarily experience the raw emotions of it, but you definitely, you feel like it's you in the memory.
Yeah.
You
I experience it
so-
from a person's perspective, but as if I'm watching like a movie or something.
right. Kind of like Harry Potter and the Looking Glass or whatever it was. Or not Looking Glass, it was the pool that he dips.
The Mirror of Eviscent.
Wow, good pull. Damn. Damn. All right.
I'm sorry, I'm totally listening to that book on tape right now. That part
All right.
just happened.
So, Hart, you find yourself back in the dungeon of Rutavu's Keep. It smells and looks much as you remember it, although perhaps a bit quieter than last time you were here. Walking with a sense of purpose between all too familiar cells, you're followed by two insect-like beings carrying pitchforks and a large, hideous green creature with sharp, spiked horns. As the four of you walk, you ignore the various threats and pleas from prisoners you pass. You approach a single, solid wooden door with a small barred window and produce a set of keys from your pocket. A wooden door that you vaguely remember from before. You unlock the door and wave the two insect-like creatures in ahead of you. You hear a low growl from within and enter the room after them. It takes a moment for your mind to adjust to this scene you see before you. At first glance, it appears as though there is a beautiful, scantily clad female elf at the far side of the room. The room itself is richly decorated, with the elf laying luxuriously on a beautiful couch, a large wardrobe to the right of her, and a large ornate decorated raised shallow bowl of water in the center of the room. After a moment, though, you notice that there appears to be a second scene in the room, laying just beneath the first and far, far more disturbing. The creature at the far end of the cell is not a female elf, but a cruel-looking, half-lion, half-woman monstrosity. She bares her teeth at you and holds a dagger in her hand. Next to her, a dog barks. Next to her, hanging where the wardrobe appeared to be a moment ago, is a naked, chained male human. He has several long, shallow cuts on his abdomen, and you cannot tell whether he's dead or simply unconscious. Next to him sits a tall wooden bench with several other cruel-looking devices on it. The room itself is disgusting, with various scraps of rotting flesh, bone, and other filth covering the walls and floor. The ornately decorated bowl still stands on a pedestal in the middle of the room, but you now realize that it is faintly glowing and covered in repeating glyphs along the edges. You hear the voice of Lord Karnak come forth from your mouth. Come now, Ancestrius. I do not have time for your simple tricks and illusions today. Master Votavu tells me that you have identified 3 more creatures for his army. but that they are far away and will take quite some time for us to retrieve. Set down the knife and show me where they might be found in this wonderful scrying pool Master Vutavu's hags have provided you with. Ancestrius reluctantly sets her dagger on the wooden bench and approaches the opposite side of the scrying pool. She waves her hands in the area above it while chanting an arcane unknown language. As you watch, images begin to form in the pool. The first is of yourself, speaking with several other rock gnomes whom you recognize. After a few minutes, the image changes to that of Calica. You watch as she launches herself at a human and tackles him to the ground. Next, you see an image of Sally. He sits at a desk by candlelight studying a manuscript. Finally, the images fade completely and the pool returns to clear water. As the scene begins to melt away, the last thing you hear is, "Now, Ancestrius, let us discuss where these three might be found." And then the memory fades from your mind and you return back to the temple.
Okay. Very interesting.
That is interesting.
I have a possibly more interesting question.
Okay.
Does he have record of what memory Lord Karnak gained for trading this one? Like, which one was he interested in? Did he
That is a good question.
only give or take a memory?
No, he definitely took one. Let's see. Let's see if the priest remembers what one he took or not. Because that isn't necessarily something that he would. Unfortunately, he doesn't remember exactly which one Lord
And how
Karnak
does he know
was
how
there
many
for.
are left?
He know that he was there for one, and that he'll tell you.
They don't keep good records, Sammy.
Well, he.
I'm just saying that they can only be watched 3 times. Like, you would kind of need to keep track of how many times they've been watched. Maybe not
he
necessarily.
can tell.
but-
Yeah, it's
He can
just
actually tell by
like
looking at the
volume.
containers, like how
Oh.
how much vitality is left to the memory. How quickly it is.
Sure. Okay, fine. Let's go. with it.
Okay. I
But
know
no,
I'm taking up
unfortunately, he
time.
doesn't remember that.
How about this? Has anybody else seen this memory?
The one that you just saw?
Yes.
No one else has seen that one. You're the first.
Okay. All right. Hold on.
Did you relay that to us?
Yes, I explain. I say that to all of you guys.
Well,
I-
that's scary. They got hags that can scry.
Yeah, I don't
Which
know the. Yeah, go ahead, Todd.
Or Hags at least created the scrying pool that the half woman, half lion thing is using. Do you guys want to see if you
We have a new.
And
Do
I
you guys
asked my
want to see if you
colleagues
know
what
what
a
that might
scryer-
be? Oh, I think you guys checked before to see if you knew what that was, maybe.
What, a
Scry?
scry?
No, the half woman, half lion thing.
We did. We banged that.
You guys have actually.
Way back before the dragon.
You might actually recall, Hart, that you've actually seen that creature before.
Yeah, that was in our prison with us.
Yeah, when you guys were
I don't
in
remember
prison.
if we identified it as. I'm
I'm not
assuming.
sure if you guys
some
did
sort of,
identify it. You could try
sphinx
again,
or-
though, if you want. You're a little bit higher level now, Might pull something off.
Sure.
I thought-
Arcana.
Yeah, that'd be Arcana for that, yeah.
I say I can't remember if we heard from them or if we knew or if we heard from the kids.
Come on, Sally.
What you guys getting?
Oh, shit the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. We all shit the bed.
Oh, you all shit the bed?
Atrax. This is. Oh no, Atrix.
Damn, yeah, you did.
We were-
Ah, well.
How did this- Well, it looked like a
No,
lion.
you're still not sure what the hell that thing is.
It had big titties.
Oh my god, is that the kind of night we're having? You guys better let me drink some more.
Yeah, Sally wants to watch that memory too.
I don't
I
want
really
to
should
know
remember,
which one.
though.
I'm leaving.
super slow mo.
Alright, do you guys have any other memories you want to try again out of this place, or...
I'd like to do. I still like to do the dwarven music thing though. Seriously, if I
Oh,
could.
yeah, you can totally do that. I'll let you decide what the songs are that you gain from it, but he has no problem with that. He'll share, multiple dwarven songs with you.
Okay, what I'll do is I'll pick actually like the current hot song from Waterdeep, which they might find interesting. I'll pick something my parents taught me, which they might find interesting, and then I'll share something that I picked up.
So that you aren't necessarily going to have the ability to choose your memory.
Oh, that I
right?
give?
Yeah,
It
when you
goes-
drink, it just kind of whatever it pulls is what it pulls. You guys actually got
okay.
very lucky with Lord Karnak.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
But he will allow you to gain some memories from the vault for sure. So you can get 3 songs from the dwarves of that region or whatever.
Yeah, I'll do that then. I'll take 3 songs from the dwarves. That'd be fabulous.
Yeah,
Thank
absolutely. He has no problem with that whatsoever.
you. Okay, cool.
Anybody else?
Whatever sucked out of my mind.
I'm gonna be whittling a piece of wood because my character's not really interested in memories and stuff.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Make a little doll.
I want to see if there's any. Is there any memories of beasts that can rip hearts out from under chainmail?
Beasts that can rip hearts out from under chainmail. Oh, did I relay that message to you guys from what's her face?
One of them.
Okay, I didn't know if Fergus had gotten that.
Parts kin. No, what was her name? No, it was.
Oh, you guys heard rumors about that. That's right. That's what it was. When you guys were first in the pub, I think.
No, he came out. He talked about it, but he didn't want to talk about it anymore. Who was it? It wasn't Heart Stonebottom. It was like Head something. What was his name?
Oh, was it the shop owners that wanted to go for the snail flail gas? Did they mention it?
No, the other dwarf.
Oh, the guy you were drinking with mentioned it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right. It wasn't Stonebomb. That was. I have his name. 1 second. Let me pull it up.
Stonehead. Headstone. Something. Stonehead.
Stonehead. That was. Let's see.
Something related to heart.
Come on, computer. I know it's
Just
asking a lot of you. Let's see.
Who was Axion? I had that name written down. I'm not sure who it's associated with.
Let's see. 1 second. One random name at a time.
Let's try to see if it's ringing the bells.
Where'd it go? That was in the Prancing Griffin pub. Let's see if that's where I put their names. Yeah. Okay. So, that was Berg Stonehead.
Ha! Told you. Stonehead.
With regards to Axion, who was that?
Sounds like a Marvel villain.
It doesn't.
I'm not sure who that was. I lost that one somewhere in the shuffle. Yeah, I'll have to look through all my notes and see if I can hunt down that name. Figure out what it was.
I need to quit writing all my notes in 10,000 different places. And I would probably be able to find something.
I just need to make myself a master character sheet because I have characters like all the NPCs spread all over the place right now.
That's what I do. I start just a list once I get going.
Yeah, I need to because I have them I have separate little write-ups for each of the different areas and stuff, but so each of them have characters in them that I need to pull it all together. Okay. Anyways, I don't know who that is off the top of my head. Unfortunately, I'll have to think about it a little bit, see if I can remember who Axion was. You guys got anything else you want to do here, or you want to move forth to somewhere else, or
Nothing about monsters with chainmail ripping.
Oh, that's right. You asked about that. Let's see. Whoop, shoot. That's not gonna count.
Yep, lost John.
Oh, he does know. So the priest, does have quite a bit of knowledge, being that he sees all these memories and, categorizes them all and stuff like that. And if you ask him, as you describe it to him, Kalika, he will tell you that it sounds to him very familiar to the habits of a... Let me make sure I get the name right here. He kind of does a little like shiver too, which is really disturbing seeing it coming from a drow.
But he's not really a drow. He's just
He's not
in
really a
Drow's
drow.
body.
He just looks like a drow. Yeah.
Pull yourself together, man.
He says that reminds him very well of a Periton. The legends of a foul creature known as the Periton.
Do we know what that is, or do we need?
Oh, you can roll for Arcane and see if you know what Periton is.
Let's try to do better this time.
If not, I'm
Sally
gonna
knows
ask
what
him.
it is. Sally's all over this. I think he just pooped himself a little bit.
I did. In one of my books on Waterdeep, I read about such a creature. But it's vague. I know they're nasty. I think they fly.
Yeah, you know. You have
What's it start with?
A P.
Wow, I like that one of it actually a little bit, but we'll go with
You
this
said Periton?
Yeah.
one. Yes, which actually I can't share from here. That's right. I have to do it from my phone.
Ugh.
Yeah, so let me see. What rolls did you guys end up with there? All right, so we got a 23, a 20, and a 22. Holy cow, you guys are all over this stuff. Between Sally Hard and Atrax.
Yeah.
Okay, so
You know all about him.
Yeah.
And
you
I don't
guys
even know
recognize
Yeah,
that
we might not know what a Sphinx is, but we know what this
you know what this guy is for sure.
I thought it was a Manicore.
So
No,
this is different than
different
a
monster.
Manticore.
Oh.
This is a foul creature, chaotic evil in nature. You guys know. It looks like a combination of
Peacock, an eagle, and a elk.